Wow. Wow. Well. It's just amazing and it's just awesome to have you in this room because you know what? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm fed up. I'm annoyed. And you're also very annoying. Because you know what? When someone eats and when someone talks with the same optimism and saying the same things that I would say, they have to be in my moments. They have to have the same opinions and beliefs as I do. Now let me be clear when I say that you're being ridiculous. You are being absolutely, really silly. And you should know that. It's just pathetic of you and unfair and unwise. And it's just flat out ridiculous. Why you have your rules. Now, I believe in rules. They have to keep everything stable. But they have to be realistic and they have to be reasonable, practical, legitimate rules. And if there's one that is not, I will be questioning. I will be arguing if I need to, fighting if I have to change around those things. I'm going to warn you that I am not going to be somebody who's going to be backing down in my lifetime. If you think that was heavy, that I was butting heads with you and I was rocking the boat, if I had to phrase what I was saying in a different way, my rebelliousness, all those kinds of things, if you think that was disrespectful, if you think that was bad, because you know what? I was trying to hold in the urge. Because if you continue to push my buttons, you're going to see a whole nother side of me that you do not want to see. I'm going to warn you right now. So, that's just what I want to clear out of the way before I get into it. The next thing that I want to talk about is inhibition, whatever the word is. Simply being inhibited. Being inhibited for silly reasons that I could myself do in a possible situation. In this case, you were saying no. No to not being able to go into practice rooms, play the piano, the keyboard. Again, that's ridiculous. Because that is negatively ironic. You would think that a room so close to those rooms, it's just go down the hall. It's in that hallway. It's that close. It's pathetically ridiculous. It's a silly rule. I'll just say it again because I want to make it clear, because that's all I can say about it. It's silly, it's unfair and disrespectful, to put it in short, and to put it bluntly. Your room is really close. I could go marching down there. I could go marching down there and you would learn a lesson or two. I could have fought you until you just were weak and you would give up and you would just be mentally and maybe even physically exhausted, that you would give in. you would be afraid. Yes, that is the impression that I want, but I am doing it only for a good cause, only for the benefit of everybody, because it's silly. And so, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But unfortunately, I just haven't had plucked up the courage to do it yet. I will, though. I will just have to sit myself down and I have to tell myself, okay, what do you really want? Don't let somebody else get in the way of that. Unfortunately, I was born during the full moon. And there was conflict in my natal birth. So that adds to it. I was debating whether to just be quiet about it, and because I did not want to argue. I wanted to keep the peace, and I wanted to accept because I was just afraid to, because I was intimidated. But the other side of me was screaming the opposite. A whole nother thing. This is your opportunity, so don't waste it. Get in there. Teach them a lesson. Don't be afraid to fight for needs and wants. Yeah. Yeah. Quote from Aladdin, 2019. I stumbled upon an opportunity. I could become rich, authoritative, and powerful if I only had the courage. And if I did not have any inhibitedness in me, then I could possibly become bigger than myself. I shouldn't have to be feeling vulnerability. I should not have to be feeling the negative side of the night at the museum effects. Otherwise, you know what I would do, since it's charming. I would clone you. And I would clone the building if I had nothing to do. Unfortunately, that can't happen. Hog heaven is just too good to be true, isn't it? Why don't we have advancements in technology yet? I hope sometime in my lifetime. I will push for that dream in my lifetime. I would have unlimited time. I would have unlimited resources. I'd have no restrictions whatsoever. I'm gonna stop what I'm saying, because I just don't like the tone and the tune that I'm speaking at, because of what you're and the pressure and the inhibitedness that you're putting on me. I'm not gonna appreciate that. I'm not gonna be standing for that, and I'm not gonna take that well. So that was the last straw of me being nice. The very next time someone does not give me what I need or want for an absolutely ridiculous reason, ridiculous purpose, whatever it is, I can be very strong-willed. I can be very domineering. Oh, excuse me for one moment. I'm gonna go grab something to make you understand. As if I was teaching my Aries clubbists. But this is not the proper setup. No, it's not. You don't seem like the person who would get around to reading it or doing it anyway. You know what, though? It is mandatory that you do it. this book right here. For anybody who crosses me negatively in a way that goes against my character, my sun sign, being realistic to astrology, then they will be reading this book. No, it is a perfectly realistic, practical, and natural, proven science. That is not true. I'd expect someone ignorant and open to say comments like that. So that fit you pretty well. That fit you pretty well, Theo, but so that will be the last straw of that as well. Yeah. However, don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to say whatever you want to say, because that is what I believe in. Again, the feeling of freedom of speech. And that is what I'm going to be feeling. I don't think that you have sympathy and empathy for my sun sign. So you need to. You need to read, and you need to learn, and you need to understand. To feel and have compassion for others. That is what astrology enables you to do. If you only got open about it. You don't have to believe it. There's no one telling you you have to believe in astrology. Here's the thing, however. You probably will, but as you read and learn about it, but what's important is that you know and that you trust it, that it is realistic, that it does work, that it is true and informative. It is a useful, informational tool, valuable, quoted. But, so this book, this is my copy. I'm going to clone another. I'm going to bring it to you. I would clone the building, but my cloning machines cannot withstand a huge building like that. They could. That's something I'll be working on. And just to warn you that I have big plans, very ambitious. And in addition, I will not be the only person in the building. There is also going to be clones on the Estudiantes. Thousands of them. Upon thousands. I know you're thinking, the corona business is going around right now. Why on earth? Well, I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve. I have a lot of little secrets that you don't know about that enables me to have meetings, have classes, go places, do whatever. I plan to have more than what they have in the building. Because my childhood was very bleak and disappointing, angered and frustrated and annoyed and irritated the heck out of me for not getting what I wanted, what I needed, what my burning, yearning desires were. But those days are over. I'm not going to be waiting for a day that will never come, according to Adventurous. Descendants, rather. And I am going to show not only only you, but everybody who crossed me in a negative way. Make them regret what they did, make them feel guilty, and teach them a lesson, and rewind to do it over again. Yeah. So, the copies are over by the doorway. Kept very secure. When we last met, I would highly recommend that you to read the as a child category. That's the thing that you want to pay attention to. But now I guess you have to read the adult category. Yeah, read the in school category. That's more like it. Read that one. Okay, excellent.